come in and mimic or imitate OBI because they've built their relationships. You're going to have to build new relationships, but within the culture that's already been established. And that's going to be challenging. I'll be honest with you, it is going to be challenging. If we can help facilitate that, we will. But we've got to see it on your end as well. What can you offer the students in terms of that partnership? And that's one of the greatest things about what they've created here is it's a true partnership, a true collaborative partnership, not between anybody, a group and staff. It's between students.
Sounds like definitely we would like to get together a team. We had a something that happens every single time since you're saying, they don't want new people every time. They want to build those relationships.
They have providers who come in to draw blood. They have such a relationship with the student. The student will wait an hour for that phlebotomist to free up. But that phlebotomist will also sit there and say, hey, last time I was here, you're studying for the exam. How did you do on the exam?
Wow.
So they get to know each other.
Yeah. They build that relationship, and it makes the donors a lot more comfortable. I see that with my high schools.
Sure. So that's part of it. I think the other part is the fact that, OBI will come to NSU and they will provide services to NSU without expecting anything back.
Yeah.
When we did our cert drills, they show up. Support our staff, support our students as they're going through the cert drill. They come for World AIDS Day, and I'm here for our unfolding of the AIDS program. They come without invitation, they just show up. They come to New Hour every year, which is the beginning of the year. They have a table, they're out there talking, meeting students. It's when we have 800 students come through and learn about the different student organizations and different opportunities to get involved and engaged in volunteerism.
The Welcome Week thing, is it with all the booths?
Do what?
Is that what you're talking about? Like Welcome Week?
It's during Welcome Week, yeah. There's Merchant Hall and there's New Hour. Two different events.
Okay, because I go to Merchant Hall all the time.
And they come to New Hour, which just tends to be a bit of a different event, but it
sounds like
I've never even heard of it, so.
Yeah. There are a lot of things that we do. We had a blood drive here when we lost a student from sickle cell anemia. And they came out and we did a whole bunch of educational stuff on sickle cell anemia. They did basically a blood drive that was, in her name, from the girl, that was going to go towards, helping other people with sickle cell who need transfusions. So they're very connected to what they do, and when things like that happen, they're the first ones to respond and say, hey, what can we do? What can we help students do so they feel like they can get over this hump? It's very, and I guess that's one of the concerns that everybody has, and probably that's why I'm here is to kind of voice those concerns. Is what are we losing in that relationship by trying to establish a relationship with you? And can you guys, offer anything similar? We're not expecting you to be OBI, but it's got to be different.
And I think that's something because we do offer so many different other things besides just that blood portion, and that's why we thought it was important for Ryan to come to be able to speak, because a lot of the times we'll come on campus and do disaster training so that students can, they want to go help with Joplin. Because we have got several calls from students here from MSU wanting to help with Joplin and things like that. It enables them and empowers them. And then also, for example, like the CPR, there's just so many different other things that we want to offer, and we would love to offer, not just the blood, because even though it's very important, it goes hand in hand. The blood helps people during disaster, but also there's volunteers and things like that. So we would love to, like you said, not be them because we're not, but also bring in every other aspect that we have as far as those different ranges go.
You guys called me, I don't know who it was, but someone called me about trying to find the lifeguard instructor. And so he put in touch with a student out here, his name's Michael York. And he he's been able to teach lifeguarding at the pool. There's just a number of things. I used to have board members from the industry, Mark Chambers. He, before he moved, he was on the Red Cross advisory board in the state.
Which you would like to probably encourage.
So, and I'm still trying to work on, and, I work closely with Dr. Warren, Laura Warren, to make sure that the students are ready for the job, things like that. So, trying to get, one process of trying to see if Dr. Warren is even available to serve on the advisory board now. So, there's numerous things that we are trying to accomplish. It's not just blood service. That's an entire range of brand, which there's just no other organization that can provide that for the world.
Well, I do have a question about the actual blood drive. Like me, I've never been one that's comfortable actually donating blood, so I've never donated. But I have had to have blood taken multiple times. So what would you guys do for me, to get me more comfortable in donating and want to donate?
Well, a lot of times I come across
It's hard.
a lot of new donors. Go ahead.
How many times have I donated for the Red Cross? A big one time. That's right. And that's probably and I used to, I gave blood when I was at Daytona. I actually had to admit, convince me to start giving blood. So that was probably the fourth time I've ever given blood. And I hate giving blood. It just scares me to go in. I hate needles.
Well, and one thing,
but it's not as bad.
We're right here from an IV, and so, that's one thing that freaks me out. And so I'm like, okay, if you're going to stick a needle and you do it right the first time, I want to be, they were talking about the phlebotomist and everything, how we want to build that relationship with them. I would be one of the ones that, all right, I want to make sure that you're good. I want to know that you've done this a lot of times, you know what you're doing, and you can actually see the veins and do it right.
Yeah, I think just asking questions. I mean, I didn't donate truthfully until, I did it one time in college because it was a competition that we were trying to win, and so they basically said, we need you to donate, so I went and donated, and I was like, it's really not that deep, it's okay. And then I had a fainting spell, of course, but it seems like it's just also a mental thing too, with the phobia of needles, and once you do it, you realize, it's so
I mean, mine's not necessarily phobia of needles, obviously, but, I just want, because, with this one, they did the numbing stuff, and they just stuck it in, and that was fine, but I want to make sure, they hit the spot directly, and they're not moving the needle around inside my arm, because that's what causes me to bleed. And so, not the picking up a backpack or anything like that, but I just want to make sure that they be able to do it right.
That's only what she's here for too, on the front end, is she would talk to you about it, and then what we would do is communicate that with the phlebotomist. Get it the first time, but she's not going to let you try it.
Make sure you drink plenty of water before you get there.
Well, what happens with the water, it's pretty, if you're dehydrated, it actually pumps up your veins to where it's very easy to so it's really good to hydrate before, and it's actually a couple days before the blood drive, because if you drink a lot of water the day of the blood drive, it's not cooling in your system yet. But to answer your question, for new donors, such as yourself, at my high school I had a lot, most of them had all new donors, and they're there talking and waiting on the blood to donate. And so what happens is I just answer questions for them, and I talk to them, and make them more comfortable, and then they go into histories, and after histories, when they go to the bed, I'll walk over there and talk to them, and talk them through the whole situation and that whole donation, because that's what helps, I think, is what they know what's going on, and when they're going to put iodine on your arm, and what they're going to do next. I really think that's very helpful, just to inform you so that you know what's going on.
Have you had anybody have a reaction to the iodine?
I never
I mean, we always ask them, are you allergic, or have you had, any past problems with it? And normally you know if you're allergic to it, or not, and then you have a different, we use something else for something.
Like me, we don't know if I had the reaction to the iodine last week, or if it was the contrast medication.
So we would use something different most likely.
Okay, just to be sure.
Just to make sure, it's alcohol. And also, if you're allergic to shellfish and things like that, Yeah, we would use alcohol. Just because you're not sure.
Yeah.
So you
Just for
gotta-
safety
Yeah,
reasons.
absolutely. For sure. Tell us what your stuffed animal is.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, we're not just blood. You know, we're disaster services as well, and Disney donates these to the Red Cross. And if you would imagine ever have been in a house fire and lost everything, all you get in this calculation that you have lost. But as an adult, what's your most calculation? The kids, the kids are all the most calculation. And you know, these are always nice little things. If you lost something, you can, you know, people love stuffed animals and give them a hug, and you know, even adults love the milk dolls. But,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
you know,
I'm on the same.
and most people don't realize how much we do for a family, because when you respond to a house fire, we provide an average family of four between $800 and $1,000 in financial assistance. And we've already surpassed last year's total of house fires. And just in this area, last year we had 102 home fires for 2.5 counties. This year we've already had 100. And we still have to until the end of June. And so you start adding all those people up on a daily basis, and if the Red Cross isn't there to help them and keeping them off the streets, then you have an exponential problem as any community would. And so that's why it's so important to support the Red Cross not only with blood, with financial gifts as well. And because we're not making it money.
Well, and a lot of people don't know, like I've talked to people that have been in home fires and didn't realize that they could call a Red Cross for all of those different resources. So I think just having that information and passing that around and spreading the word and letting them know that they can call. Because it's shelter as well, it's funds, it's like the Nikki doll, which is something so small that can really impact a little kid who's lost everything.
Here's the thing: is everybody, whether they like it or not, are all part of the Red Cross. It's just a matter of you want to be a part of the Red Cross, a strong Red Cross or a weak Red Cross. People are going to be impacted one way or the other by the Red Cross. But financially speaking, this office almost shut down right before I took over because there was a lack of funding. Well, if there's a lack of funding, then there's probably a lack of responses as well, because it's not anything happening. And so I took over as director in 2010. The year before, we had 18 responses, fire responses in Cherokee County. And because of my presence, we increased that to 42 families every day. And then we're going to have another 30 families every day this year. So